Hello guys, January 27th, one more Monday. This is like the third or fourth week we are doing it, and a month is completely over. Please try to enroll immediately because these videos also will be later given only to the enrolled students. Okay, daily we are discussing 8 to 10 topics for your UPSC or SSC or whichever exam you are preparing. From the current affair, I am taking articles and linking it with the static part. Nobody will give this much detailed notes in the whole country. You can get the samples for free. For 6 days I'm giving for free. You can come in WhatsApp and ask it, and then you can yourself decide, like paying just 3,999 for your entire 2 years of preparation. Okay, till your May 2026 prelims date, 2 years at this offer price. After this offer is gone, it will be 6,999, and then you will regret it because this is going to continue every single day. Okay, so today also GS1 we have origin of dinosaurs, and GS2 we have Indo-Indonesian relationships, the Genocide Convention, the Trump new 2.0 version, what it changes for India, then the president's address which was there because of the Republic Parade, and we have the ISRO's 2024 to 25 transition article. Then we have a CPA which is related to another lung disease. We'll discuss that in detail. And then about the Dhruv helicopter, which repeatedly accidents are happening. So what is the cause and what has to be done? So this much detailing is going to be done in every day. Remember, this is the only way to succeed in UPSC. You have to study every article in the newspaper by linking it to static, and nobody will do it for you at this particular price and quality. That is my guarantee. So come and ask for it. And the other options which you have is enrolling to test series. Okay, it's a totally different thing. Prelims test MCQ PDF and prelims test plus mains answer writing evaluation. So that also based on your 2025 or 26, that timetable based you can enroll. So two things you have to enroll. One is the daily notes and one is the test series. Okay, this two if you do continuously for 1 year or 2 year, that year when you give your prelims, you are going to clear. Okay, these are again sample screenshots of January month, the starting I think January 8, 9, 10 and all, and this full PDF itself I'll give you January 6 to 11 completely free when you come and ask in WhatsApp. Okay, the feedback has been excellent, and daily now also I know many people did not get the welcome email yesterday night because the number of enrollments were more than 100 yesterday, single day for Republic Day offer, and I could not reply to every email. Okay, but you will get it by today midnight. I will sit and reply to each and every mail. So just enroll and be part of this initiative. Okay, nobody is going to do this. This is a 2025 new initiative, and next year also I'll make video like this, Vysh versus UPSC 2025, where our questions will be reflecting in the UPSC exam. Okay, our materials, our content, everything will be reflecting in the UPSC exam. So first article, chronic pulmonary aspergillosis, CPA. This is actually related to your tuberculosis. Okay, so an article has come, a research paper actually, a fungal infection of this CPA is prevalent among the TB patients, the TB survivors. Okay, the two in the Assam's tea plantation area. So this is actually caused by a fungus, you can tell, this Aspergillus fumigatus I have given here. It affects the people whose immune system is weak, who already had pre-existing lung related damage, especially because you know TB will cause your lungs to cause problems. So that people is highly high risk to get this disease. Okay, so this one, if you see the count also, like 217 per 1 lakh population. Okay, as per the national TB survey, and the risk factors are the people who are like under poverty, malnutrition, exposure to smoke, poor ventilation, crowded living space. These are the things which is causing, or which is the reason why TB patients' lungs are getting weaker and weaker. Okay, so this particular fungus related disease is mimicking the same symptoms of TB. Okay, you are getting cough, like you are maybe spitting blood, weight loss is there, fatigue is there, tiredness is there. So as per the study published in this neglected tropical disease forum, it is telling that the tea workers in Assam, they are getting affected. Like this percentage and all you can note, 17% of this is among the tea plantation people, and it is severe among those people who underwent TB treatment already. So this kind of data, if you put in your mains answer, it will give you extra marks. Okay, globally also if you take the count, Assam's count is like 60 cases plus 1 lakh of the CPA, and it is exceeding the global average. Globally only 42 per 1 lakh is happening, but in India, Assam, it is 60 per 1 lakh. Okay, so this numbers, if you see, it's higher than the African nations like Nigeria, Congo and all, where it is 20 to 50 range. Okay, so this is the beginning or introduction I wanted to give you, and now the researchers are recommending that early detection should be done. So for that you have to do testing of this particular antibodies and radiological imaging. If you do, then you can early identify CPA and start taking treatment for it. For that, what you have to do, you have to improve your healthcare services. You have to give training to the health workers, and only then you can able to focus on what need to be done. Like the health has to be improved, nutrition has to be improved, hygiene education you have to give to the workers. Everything can be done, and you can address the gaps by filling all these things one by one. Okay, so here again, one thing is that if you consume contaminated edible oils, then it will be another nutritional concern which is there in Assam. So if you do that, that is again going to weaken your lungs. Okay, if it is a contaminated edible oil. So here if you see, epidemic dropsy occurs when consuming oils adulterated with the toxic extract of a Mexican poppy. Okay, so these are all just scientific terms only, but this is going to likely affect the tea workers who is consuming the low quality food because of their poverty and all. They cannot afford the higher costly ones and all, the proper ones which we all consume. So because of that, fungal infections can happen and CPA can happen to them. Okay, so this neglected tropical disease, it's a totally different topic, but a lot of diseases are there which is like a category of disease. You can tell they are not getting attention, they are not getting treatment, and many people are dying or having health issues because of that. Okay, so we need an integrated health approach. We need proper like post treatment also, meaning TB treatment is done, after that post care should be done, nutrition should be done, because secondary diseases like this CPA dropsy can come to people. So the living conditions, basically if you improve itself, automatically these diseases will start vanishing. Okay, so as a UPSC aspirant, you have to focus on these keywords. Okay, the socio-economic factors, nutrition, the policies, the marginal community, what challenges they are facing, the research role what we have, and strategies which we need to fight the diseases. So this factors, it's this skeleton, if you put two points about each of these keywords itself, you will get easily like 7 out of 10 and all. Okay, 7 out of 10 is one of the toppers marks. Nobody will get 7 out of 10 in the actual means. Okay, so now just one point before going ahead. These bags and hoodies, many people are asking me, if you are enrolled to our full prelims plus mains test series, that is you are a full timetable based student of Vysh IAS, then you will be getting this. Okay, so that if you have doubts, just again ask in WhatsApp. I'll tell you the same thing there. But if you are enrolled fully, only you will get, or our very like favorite students and all who keep commenting under our YouTube, who interacts with us, they also we keep shipping them. Okay, so just take care of that. It's not for everyone, it's not for sale also, you cannot purchase it. It is a gift which we give. Okay, now second article, the dinosaurs. Okay, their origin, like from where and how and all. So it was once the like most dominant land animal, and bigger than that, like nothing is there also on land. So these things, like where did it origin, like where was like first appearing? Okay, we have proper studies, but still every study could not give proper results. Okay, it's all uncertain because everybody keeps telling different one. Now a recent study has happened where they're telling dinosaurs originated in the low latitude regions of the supercontinent Gondwana. Okay, so Gondwana, if you should know, it is actually, first we had only one continent which is called Pangaea. So Pangaea's south and north portions are there. So the south portions is called Gondwana. So there, which is like the present day South America, Africa, India, Australia, Antarctica and all, there the rainforest is there, Amazon rainforest, Sahara and all. Today, that was the place where originally dinosaurs were there. That is what the new studies are claiming. Okay, the equator in Gondwana, that is the place where, that is the present day South America especially, that is where the dinosaurs started. So fossils also, when you study, these different names are there which is given of the different dinosaurs from Argentina, from Brazil, from Zimbabwe. So if you see, South America and Africa is the place where they are kind of believing that the dinosaurs has evolved millions of years ago. Okay, that too 245 to 230 million years ago, and it's much before like humans also are there. Humans and dinosaurs were never at the same time. It was not there. Humans came much later, and the region which was there was hot, arid, deserts are there, savanna-like landscape was there. And earlier we thought that dinosaurs are absent from these harsh environment, but the new study is telling that that is exactly where the dinosaurs had originated. Okay, so now fossil, we preserve, we study, even many movies have come, all these things are there, but still there are a lot of challenges because the climate conditions are like that. You cannot do too much exploration, you cannot store too much fossil, you cannot transport it too much. Every time the climate will go against it. Okay, so it was difficult for the research people to do everything in these conditions and access it. Okay, So the gaps, whatever we have, they have again looked into it, and that's how they are now telling that the evidence is supporting that Sahara and Amazon is the ones where the this thing used to exist. Okay, and again the timeline, if you see, there was this Permian period, like different eras and all is there. This and all, when you enroll to my test series, I'll give you detailed revision charts of this. What is era? What is epoch? There are many terms of, okay, which is related to timeline only. Different thousands of years, hundreds of years. There are different periods. So under this, the extinction which happened. Okay. There was one extinction much before the dinosaur extinction. Okay, that is a volcanic activity where 90% of the life had gone. But that time, dinosaurs survived. So that shows its survival skills, and it is like the most powerful one. It knows how to escape from certain things and all. So that is one thing. Okay, but after that, later, an asteroid is supposed to be hit on the Earth, and then the dinosaur also got vanished. But this is actually about something which happened much before that. Like much when dinosaurs existed, also another thing happened which dinosaurs survived. Okay, so here again the same thing. Okay, South America, Southern Africa is the place where this is. So this article is not going to give you like prelims fact and all. This is just a knowledge which, like a general knowledge, like in your interviews and all, they randomly ask something like, did dinosaurs and humans coexist, or like where did it originate, like does India has any role? So this just basic knowledge you wanted, that's why I gave you part of your GS1 mains syllabus. Okay, now India's ISRO, one of the most strongest body which we have, and every year they are doing lot of missions, and now the budget is also increased for that. They are doing innovations after innovations. So 2024 we were actually having a vision, and we were going like mission after mission for, it's like a base, you can tell, for a bigger mission which is going to come. And 25 it's going to accelerate, and we are going to get our final serious missions, you can tell, or bigger missions, you can tell, which is like Chandrayaan 4, then our space station, our own space station in the space, then humans we are going to land on space, and later by 2040 even humans on the moon we have planned. Okay, and much before that we will do, because as per the technology is growing, it can happen very faster, even very sooner. Okay, so we had recently this PL C60 mission which we did. I did a separate video also last week on this, that space docking mission, SpaceX mission. Okay, that is, we have like one satellite we sent, then another satellite we sent, and then we merge it in the space itself, meaning we reduce the distance between these two, and this will merge to become one single satellite, and even they can like control each other, they can share power with each other. Okay, like imagine you have a satellite there in space for collecting something from the moon. Okay, but now its fuel is over and it cannot come back, it is stuck there. So now with this new docking technology, you will send a new satellite, okay, and it will go and attach to this and bring both of them back. So that much potential is there for docking. Okay, so docking is successfully tested by India. Okay, only 3 other countries have done before this. That and all I've explained in the previous editorial. That's why watch every day. January 6th I started this initiative. Today is January 27. So watch every day. You will get all the explanations already done. Okay, see, same thing. I've put the summary here, but that day I explained with more details. Okay, single unit power transfer, and it's called SpaceX under the PSLV C60 mission, which was launched from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and now again we have done a lot of private collaborations this time. So this Kepler Aerospace is there, Pixel Space, the G Antara, these labs, these are all, if you see, different things we have done. First private Indian satellite, then here putting a space camera, here miniaturized communication systems we are putting, and here Swiss firm we have collaborated, that is globally. Okay, all this is boosting India's ecosystem, space ecosystem. So when you get a question about ISRO's growth in mains, you have to write all these in the minimum word limit also. I am giving you, that's another benefit of learning from Vysh IAS. Okay, everybody give you pages and pages of notes, which you will, how much ever you study, you are not going to recreate it, you are not going to fit it in the word limit. But I am giving you with proper word limit and very minimal explanation of every bullet point, that you will be the only one who have written every point in the mains. Okay, so that's why please study every day from Vysh IAS PDFs. So here again another mission which we saw, the Vikas engine restart capability we tested, and we are going to complete this also. This actually is about the third launch pad. Okay, this also separate I have done, that's why I'm not explaining. We have a third launch pad now at a budget of 3,900 crore, expecting completion by 2029. Then we had this Vikas engine restart capability which we tested. Aditya, our solar mission, is there, from which we have brought back our first set of data. So all this, as I told, our future is going to be very bright. 2025 is going to be much bigger, and our recently only our leadership transition also happened. V Narayan is taken charge on January 14th. This also we covered it last week. So these kind of things, okay, is showing that the transition from this foundational project to our operational mission is going to be very smooth and very ambitious, and it will be going to show India's power to the world. Okay, so another one keyword you would have keep saying POEM 4. POEM is actually Polar Orbiting Environmental Mission. Okay, the fourth one. So that was again by PSLV C55, December 2024, and April onwards this is going on. So here if you see, it was launched under this mission where it is powered by solar panels, and it will study the space weather, the radiation, the solar activity of every payload which is being sent there, and it is actually a kind of reuse experiment. So it's much beneficial. It is going to reuse the PSLV's fourth stage. Okay, you should know our rockets and all. PSLV is there, GSLV is there and all. So PSLV has 4 stages. Okay, solid, liquid, like that. So the fourth stage they are going to reuse it to conduct the experiments. Okay, so we are going to save more and more money. Okay, GSLV will have only 3 stages. Okay, one solid, one liquid, one cryogenic. So this kind of basics, again, if you don't know, watch my Science and Tech free videos. Okay, Science and Tech free videos are there in Vysh IAS YouTube channel. Watch that also. Okay. Now the next article, Republic Day it was, and the president will obviously the previous, like the eve of Republic Day, that is 25th evening, she will give a speech. So there they told about many things, like the Constitution is a living document. It is like reflecting our civic values, our heritage. Then she paid tribute to B.R. Ambedkar, who is the chairman of the drafting committee. Then we have to connect our heritage with the modern republic. Okay, and then initially when India got independence, everyone looked down on India, telling like the skepticism that we will never survive, our poverty, our this thing and all. But that times, like Jawaharlal Nehru and team, whoever is there, they all have done a good job to uplift us from poverty. Up till Lal Bahadur Shastri's time, if you see, we have been doing great things to bring people out of poverty, doing good for the farmers. We won 2-3 wars that time. Everything we have done by the 70s. Okay, then after that there was a collapse during Indira Gandhi time and all. But again, it was coming back after the 90s. Okay, when Manmohan Singh came back as a finance minister and all, it again rose back. Okay, so these kind of things and all in the speech, it was there. You should have ideally listened to that speech as a UPSC aspirant. I don't know how many people saw that. And then again, the Constituent Assembly, which was like drafting our constitution and all, it had 15 women members. So that shows our inclusivity. Okay, and also when we gave voting power, every like woman, men, everyone was given. Okay, globally if you see, even USA did not give voting rights initially to women. It was only for men and some people with property and all. So here if you see, globally that idea itself was not there, but we had given to women. Okay, all the powers equally to men. So 75 years of independence, now 75 years of Republic Day, all these are going, and our union governments, which comes always, is trying to remove the colonial era history and all, especially this government. They are replacing all their names, all their statues, everything. So that is good that we are blending our Indian traditions and taking India forward with our own identity. Okay, then a debatable issue also she spoke about simultaneous elections. Like we have to have simultaneous elections in Lok Sabha, State Assembly and all, because it's a lot of expense. Also, every 2 months, 3 months, if one state election comes, entire politicians are running behind it. Okay, so that is the reason you have to merge it together, and that it's a debatable issue. That is why criticism also happened, opposition happened from Congress party, president and all, that you are trying to make it one nation, one party, you are trying to do partisanship, you are politicizing the issue, president should not talk about it. So these kind of things are there. Okay, so again, the benefits and all, like resource efficiency, I told you, the money you can save, governance can be improved, decision making can be faster. This kind of benefits are there. So this topic, again, we have done separate video for simultaneous elections. You can watch that as well, or in the coming days, again, the bills will get passed. That time I will teach you again. Okay, that's why I'm telling 2 years if you enroll, there is no topic which you will miss. In next 2 years, anyway, Modi government is going to pass almost every kind of bill, and you will keep learning everything. Okay, including the budget and everything which happens. So enroll to these. You are going to get PDFs also, daily videos also. You don't need anything else to study. Okay, other than the test series, because that is practice kind of thing. This is learning and test series is practice. Okay, so again, takeaways if you see, based on your UPSC, it's part of your polity, governance, current affairs, and ethics and integrity also. Okay, so you have to reiterate the importance of unity, and then we have to continuously do this so that we can shape our India into a modern governance and legal system. Okay, and about the calls, again, many people booked call yesterday, but I couldn't talk. But Monday, today onwards, I will again see to it and start calling you one by one. Okay, whichever, like 15 minutes, 1 hour, I will, based on your timing, we will discuss and fix the time, and we will have a conversation, and then you can decide like which year of test series you want to join. Okay. Now about UN Genocide Convention, okay, which you would have heard. So first you should know what is the definition of genocide under the convention. Okay, it is anyone trying to destroy a complete nationality, an ethnic race or culture or religious people, a complete group you are trying to wipe out, that is called genocide. And the biggest example, it is the Nazis, Hitler. They were trying to end the Jewish people. Okay, now the entire world, if you see, Jewish people is trying to make one country for themselves, Israel, from 1947 they're trying to do it. So that is the genocide. Okay, meaning you're trying to wipe out complete one kind of race or religion or community or caste or anything. Okay, so here in this article, different types of examples are given of historical genocide which happened. So here if you see Jan 27, which is today, 1945, Soviet soldiers liberated this particular one concentration camp in Germany. There you found 8,000 prisoners which are alive, and you found proof of more than that people like dead, okay, meaning their shoes, their glasses, their utensils which they used, and how many people were murdered, millions of people were murdered, their records were destroyed. So that kind of sources were found in the place, in that particular concentration camp. And this actually, it's called the Holocaust also, Holocaust, where all these people were killed by the Nazi regime from 1933. There was a law called Nuremberg Law. These are all just terms. When you hear this, you should know we are talking about this Holocaust, and this term, if you see, xenophobia. Okay, that is, you are hating all the outsiders who is not your person or your religion or your color or your something. You are hating them. That is xenophobia. Okay, so there were multiple laws that time against the Jewish immigration. They're coming in, going out, or they settling in some place. For everything, there were strict laws by the British and everyone. They could not even enter Palestine. So like this, many problems were there, and they had to suffer, and even now they are in war. Okay. So the allies were aware of this, all of this, and they used to again publish this in reports. If you see this Regner telegram, and the escapees, whoever escaped from there, their accounts are there. And we had multiple conferences also, Avian conference, Bermuda conference. So if you see here in this one page itself, I have mentioned these many laws and all. If you were yourself writing a mains answer, you would like confuse like how much I should write, and you will write like five lines about this one, five lines about this one, and finally your word limit will cross, and your answer will look very bad. Okay, the examiner itself will not read entire thing. But here in this very short brief, I have given almost every mention of every important activity, and still we have not crossed the word limit. Okay, so this way I will tell you more about the other examples of genocides which happened in other places. Like in Cambodia, there is this Khmer Rouge event is there. This Rwanda in 1994 is there, where these people were killed, Hutu people. Then here, if you see, Bosnia, Muslims were killed. In Sudan, again, the genocide is there. People are killing each other in the name of religion. So this way, if you see, one line is enough, and you highlighted it properly, that the examiner understood that you know everything, and you have given the best examples in the shortest word limit. Okay, contemporary case is the Gaza thing. 2023 onwards, Hamas and Israel are fighting, and ICC, the International Court of Criminal Court, they are investigating it. They have put arrest warrant for both the leaders in both sides. Even in Russia war, the same thing is happening. So this is a kind of debate that whether self-defense turning into genocide is justifiable or not. Okay, this exactly as an essay question or ethics question it can come. Okay, meaning you are telling you are doing it for self-defense, but you then start fighting and killing so much that then you convert it to a genocide. You are trying to wipe out the entire opposition. So is it justifiable or not? That legal dilemma and moral dilemma is a very high potential question for your mains in essay and ethics. Okay, and even GS3 they can ask because it's a war-related thing. GS2 they can ask because it's a international issue, international relation. And even GS1 they can ask it because it has the society and people involved. Okay, so that much relevant is this topic of genocide. Okay, it can be asked in any paper. Okay, this understanding, if you are still not having, that means you are not knowing the syllabus of UPSC. You are not knowing the PYQs of UPSC. Okay, I know it completely by heart. That's why when I see an article, I am able to tell this. Okay, you should also be that way. As an aspirant, you should be better than me. You should be better than your teacher. You should be able to see a keyword and tell from which paper it will come and for what marks it will come and what is the potential or how many times it has asked in the past. Everything you should know. Okay, so this page is actually just extra notes I have put about the Cambodia event, which I showed you in the previous one. There, this leadership was there and he killed many people. I just put it in 5 bullet points. Okay, that's all. It's not like you have to detailedly do, but in case, because there are events where in world history GS1 paper, they asked about a Vietnamese based local event, or they asked about in South America, I think Bolivia, they asked a local event. So like that, in case they ask about Cambodia and genocide, you can get 5 points. That's why I gave you. Okay, else it's not very directly important in your syllabus. So lessons, you have to proactively take responses. You should not sideline based on your friendship and this thing and all. You should stop genocide globally, because United Nations, everyone has repeatedly failed only. Okay, so you have to see to it that wherever you are, these kind of things are there. You have to promote it, the friendship, fraternity, and all these things. And then people should not fight in the name of religion, color, caste, and all these things. Okay, so that is the overall learning or the lessons for future. Now, again, I'm telling you all this we are discussing for mains, but for prelims, if you need the MCQ, question, options, answer, explanation, you have to enroll to the test series, and the sub part of that is the current affair test series, meaning you have current affairs also, you have static subject also test series. So this page what you see is the current affair alone test series, like for 12 months, 24 months, 29 months and all, like January, February, like that monthly you will get a PDF, okay, where there will be question, answer, and hundreds of pages of notes are there each month. It's like a magazine which the other coaching class give, but we have done it in an MCQ format, MCQ plus notes format. So this will help you clear your prelims. Okay, so for that also you have to come and ask in WhatsApp. So two things, test series and notes. Next is again GS2, India-Indonesia relationship. It's again completing 75 years of a diplomatic relationship. So, you know, anciently itself we have a connection of Hinduism, Sanskrit, Vedic and all. Because Indonesia, Malaysia and all, if you go, now it will be maybe Muslim country. But they have always respected the Hindus which used to live there. Okay, whether it's the Ramayana, Mahabharata and all the people living there, and even on their currency note and all, you will find maybe the Ganapati god or some Ramayana related pictures, that kind of things are there. So they see Hindus and whoever lived there as their ancestors. Okay, not as a mythology. So that way they have always had that connection with India. Even now, you know, the Indonesian president is in India for the Republic Day, this thing, chief guest, and he has told that when I tested my DNA, it is told that I have a Indian DNA, because that is obviously true. All the people from here only would have migrated there, and they had the links from the historical times. So that is why they have a very emotional bonding with India. Right from the time of Jawaharlal Nehru, we have been supporting them for their independence struggle, because Dutch was ruling there, same like British was there in India, Dutch was ruling there. So we had given the support, we had recognized their independence. Their first president Sukarno, we invited that time as the chief guest of our first Republic Day. So we have done that, and together we have done the non-alignment movement also, where 4-5 countries, Yugoslavia and everybody came together, and we made that conference, that Bandung conference, which laid the actual groundwork for the non-alignment movement, where we tell that we are not with USA, we are not with Russia, and we are not part of the Cold War between the two. We are independent, or we are NAM, okay, non-aligned movement. We are not aligned with any of them. We have our own identity and existence. That is the NAM. Okay, today's date it is very less significant. Even our Prime Minister, President, nobody goes there, but in the conference. But still, there was a time when NAM was very, very important. Okay. Because now the rivalry shifted to US-China. It is no longer USA and USSR and all. So currently, you know, India and Indonesia is facing the same problems only. China is a person who is disturbing everyone. Western sanctions are there. And so that also India and Indonesia both are facing. Both have the problem of food, fertilizer and fuel to feed our population and all. So we have to engage more in multilateral conferences like our G20 and Delhi summits and all. And maybe in future, in BRICS also, Indonesia is a potential candidate. So that way also we can bring in more and more diplomatic relationship. Okay, so this is about our event, latest one, like where the president came here and we are signing MOUs, we are planning defense cooperation, but there are a lot of challenges also, because we told there will be a BrahMos deal. Indonesia will buy a lot of BrahMos missile from us, but till now it has not proceeded. Then like we have Andaman in our side, our edge, you can tell, end of India. Same way in the starting side of Indonesia, there is a port, Sabang port and all, and there we have been telling we will do connectivity, we can do shipping route and all, but there also the projects are going very slow. Okay, there are projects going on, but very, very slow. Okay, so now it's the time of transition. As I told, they have to evolve more as per the modern context, and then the historical whatever is there, that you have to convert to actionable project. Okay, only then Indo-Pacific and the multilateral platforms will get engaged discussions, and then we'll get proper outcomes. Okay, now because Trump has also come, maybe we will see more like faster things happening in the Indo-Pacific area. Now about the Dhruv helicopter, it's a light helicopter, India's own indigenous helicopter. So, but that is crashing one after the other. Okay. Now recently the Coast Guard, which had the Dhruv helicopter, January 5, it crashed, it had an accident, and now temporarily we have stopped all activities of the entire Dhruv helicopter system. Okay. So that's a very big problem for our Atmanirbhar program and self-reliance program and all, because it's our flagship project, it's our own project, so it should not go wrong. Okay. So now this one, if you see the static part, it is developed by HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. From the 1980s, we we are working on it. 1992 we had the first test flight, and over the years multiple issues, like if you see gearbox failure, cabin vibration, rainwater leakage, spare part is not available. These kind of problems are happening, and maintenance of HAL is very, very slow. Okay, they are not working on it properly, or some temporary fix only they are doing. Okay, so this permanent solution is very, very crucial now, because at least 6 accidents have happened in very recent time, including the recent crash, and so we have to see this as an immediate concern and take steps, because even the court of inquiries which we do, it's all like for defense, there is no separate court which they are doing for these kind of things. The normal court procedures, it is very slow, very this thing and all. So we have to have a separate investigation by independent experts, where academic people, technicians, metallurgy experts, fabrication people, everyone will come, and we need a de novo review. Okay, it's a Latin term, it's a legal Latin term, where you're telling you ignore every previous hearing, previous discussions, previous reports and all, and start from scratch, because you are depending on the old reports and all, which are themselves very pathetic and very wrong. That report you should not rely. A de novo review. This term I am telling you because you also can use it in your mains paper. Okay, it will give you an extra bonus for you. Okay. So the implementation, whatever is there, we have to expedite. The safety recommendations, the norms, the urgency, everything should be quick with the new independent committee. And HAL and Semilac, these two people, okay, HAL who is manufacturing it, Semilac who is designing it, they both should be held accountable. Both should tell answer for the lapses, and they should include more and more flight testing crew, and they should test enough number of times before giving it to the Coast Guard or Army or Navy. They should first test it that many number of times. Okay, so your collaboration you have to improve, and then only we will get results for a better project, because we have many other projects also. We have Prachand, which is light combat, we have light utility project, we have this multi-role helicopter project. So this and all, if Dhruv is performing like this, then the trust will go away from the other projects also, because ultimately when you make, we have to export it also to other countries and make money out of it. Okay, so that is why we have to urgently resolve this issue, and this accident, you have to see it as a like a most critical thing, and one more accident should not happen. Okay, so as per a UPSC aspirant point of view, it's part of your defense science technology part, it's part of your accountability and governance part, and also your current affairs part. Okay, this kind of detailing I'm going to give you, and along with that, if you enroll to my test series, 141-day timetable of 5 months or 500-day timetable of 17 months, your MCQ also will get complete. That way 2 years is sufficient to get your dream, where every day you will be studying as per my timetable. Everything, if you want any more information, ask me in WhatsApp. Okay, in this WhatsApp, I'm going to tell you exactly how this program works. So the last article, Trump 2.0. Trump 2.0, we already discussed 2 times, but still some more points. Okay, he is the 47th president. It is his second term. Okay, because he was already there in 2016. Now again, he is becoming president, and he is going to have a renewed focus on the Indo-Pacific area, where we have India, Japan, Australia and all, the Quad group. And there it's a proof already, because in the oath ceremony, the inauguration, the foreign ministers of all the Quad, okay, that is the India, Japan, Australia, were present there. In the first row itself, Jaishankar was sitting there. Okay, that shows the importance which Trump is giving to the Quad group and the Indo-Pacific area. Okay, he's going or planning to strengthen the defense, the economy, the technological cooperation with all the like-minded nations who we can take together and counter China to bring regional stability in the region. Okay, now if you compare the Trump first term 2016 to 20 and the Biden's 2021 to 25, the same areas, how it looked like. Okay, that also I've put in the minimum points. So that time itself, the term Asia Pacific, which used to be there, Trump that time itself had changed it to Indo-Pacific. Okay, wherever it is there, if you see US Pacific Command is there, he changed it to US Indo-Pacific Command. Okay, wherever he could bring in Quad, he bring Quad and revitalized it. More and more meetings started happening, more and more defense deals started happening. They told we'll have a separate currency for all these groups and all like that. Many discussions were there. All this to counterbalance China's growing influence there. Okay, this was what Trump did in the first term. Biden, what he did, he built on the same thing what Trump started. He continued it, and the first ever Quad leader summit happened in 2021, where they focused on because Corona also came that time. So vaccine distribution, climate change mitigation, the renewable project, infrastructure project, all these things they worked on it. Okay, and also launched the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, IPEF. Okay, this also in another video I've already discussed. So in 2022, we did that also. So that means both the presidents that time had strengthened the region in Indo-Pacific, and they have tried to bring a rule-based order which can strongly work against China's aggressive growth. Okay, so now in Trump 2.0, what will happen? 2025 to 29, they have a 4-year term. 25 to 29, they are going to again strengthen the burden sharing with India, Japan, Australia, and these Quad ministers are going to come together, which I already have come during the oath ceremony. They are going to continue this. They are going to strengthen their maritime security, the economic and technology security, their supply chains and trade routes they are going to enhance. And a joint statement also came up where they are telling they are trying to uphold the peace, the law, the regional stability. Then unilateral actions we will not allow, meaning China himself cannot decide whatever they want. All these things. Okay, this was told in the Quad Leaders Summit, and more discussions you can see. Very soon you will see Modi going to USA, you will see Trump coming to India. All these are going to happen. Okay, so it's a very big change, and we have to recalibrate our priorities, and we have to preserve the rule-based order so that our this dynamics. Okay, it will be kind of a hard power dynamics, which they call in GS2 portions, but we will see this. Okay, all this we'll see. This is just a summary of what happened and what will be the projection. But when actually it happens, that time I will do videos again for you, and you will get a better picture. Okay, so 2 years, just study with me, and you will see you are going to clear UPSC or maybe the state exam or whatever, because your knowledge which you get is going to be so much huge, and you will not regret studying from Vysh IAS. Okay, clearing or not clearing exams is again, you need a little bit of luck also, your continuous hard work also, but the content quality is my guarantee. Okay, it's my guarantee that the content will be the best in the country. So come and WhatsApp me and try to enroll today itself so that you get the PDFs and the videos. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.